Hi, I'm News Channel 3's Tim Simpson. When I'm not covering weather here in Memphis and the Mid-South, one thing I really enjoy doing is traveling. And one of my favorite things about traveling, the people that we meet and the stories that they tell, such as Greg and Tracy. They have always wanted to own their own motel. So a few years ago, they bought one out in Green River, Utah. It was old, dilapidated, and about to be condemned. Right along Interstate 70 in east central Utah is the town of Green River. It has all the motels you might expect, and one motel in particular that will knock your socks off. This is the River Rock Inn, once a dream and now a reality for Greg and Tracy Wynn.
We are from Florida.
Okay.
We manage hotels in South Florida, and we were looking for something out in Utah to work on and eventually retire. We always came out to Utah for vacations, and we came across this property online that a gentleman was selling, and it was closed and it was depressed, and hell, they were getting ready to condemn it, to be honest with you.
So Greg and Tracy bought the property planning to fix it up 10 or 15 years down the road. That was the plan until they got a letter from the city.
We came out here for vacation, and we were actually just a regular tourist. We were over at the Arches, and my father called us and said he got a certified letter from the city of Green River, and it was either from the mayor or from the building department, Venturi, stating that our property was getting ready to be condemned, that we either needed to fix it up or tear it down. So we thought that was an opportune time to come over and visit and take a look at it. And so we drove over here with the kids, and the big joke is the kids wouldn't get out of the van.
This is the van, and you can plainly see why the kids didn't want to get out.
They stayed in the van. They said, that's okay, we don't need to see anything.
Then the cleanup began.
First thing first, we had to clean it up and to appease the city to get them kind of like give us some breathing room. So we immediately hired Don Meadows to put a new roof on. So we put the new roof on, we cleaned up the area, and we took a deep breath. From that point, it was years. This started, we just did a little bit year after year after year. Started from one section and worked our way over. And then 2 years ago, we really put it into fast forward.
A lot of sweat equity went into the rebuilding process. And the final result? A destination motel created by two people who've spent their lives in the hospitality industry.
My wife and I have been in the hotel business for, well, I've been in 40 years, she's been in for 35. Literally started from ground zero, bellboy, all the way up to owner. We just put our ideas together. Every concern that we've ever heard over the years, from the shower to the bathing experience to the bedding experience, we just kind of had it in the back of our mind and we put it to use. And then of course, everything we've collected over years. You know, the thing about the hospitality business is 365 days, 24 hours a day. And as long as you're committed to doing that and you have an interest in this, then there's certainly the opportunities. I actually love it more now than I did even, in the last 20 years. The last 20 years, it's more of an executive position we held, sitting behind a desk, so to speak, and managing managers and that sort of thing. Now it's meeting guests like yourself, one-on-one, and, talking with everybody, and it's nice. It's not too big, but it's not too small. It's just right.
If your travel plans take you to Utah in the near future, the River Rock Inn is very close to so many attractions. You can be close to Moab, for example, but won't have to dip into your 401k to stay there. Greg and Tracy have created something very special.
I love it. We're so happy. We love being with our guests every day and no longer being in the office behind a desk.
The River Rock Inn in Green River, Utah.